So, welcome to the last week of this course. You remember in the first thing itself, I asked whether we are different from ape and what differentiates us from the primates and other animals. They are also aware, they are also experiencing nature in their own way. They have feeling, primates have feeling, they have emotions. So, what is it that we human beings are so proud of? Is it cognition? Cognition is about intentionality and will. Is it cognition, the ability to think, to handle symbols, to handle metaphors, which is called abstract thinking? Is it an ability of human beings to be able to judge, to make judgments? Or is it, so is it will? There is a lot of debate in philosophy and neurosciences about, there is a whole group of people which think there is nothing, it is not a will, there is no will. Some people say there is a will, but if there is a will, it is a free will. So, to which neuroscience will say it is not a free will, because it is after all the brain processes which are creating everything, so they will create will also. Is it the quality of human beings to be aware about being aware? Animals may be aware, but are they aware that they are aware? Now, when I am speaking, there is something in me which is looking at what I am speaking. If you observe it closely, you will always find it. Maybe Gandhi called it in the sense of inner voice. But is inner voice that anterior cingulate gyrus which is always telling you about reward and punishment? What is right and wrong? But where does this right and wrong come from? Is it a natural law of right and wrong? Or is it the conditioning or the society which has developed right and wrong over years, and it has taught you, and your mind has, your cingulate gyrus itself thinks the right and wrong because it has been told so. Maybe Hebbian learning again. There is a Indian part of Indian philosophy which believes that we are living in the dream of God, Brahma's swapna, Brahma's dream, and we are living. So, look at it, and if you really, if you follow quantum physics, there is a whole multiverse theory going on right now. Hugh Everett brought out this wonderful theory, and it says, if you look into the quantum, that electron is a particle, but it also gives wave interference. It is also a wave, and it will exist into multiple probability states till it is observed. When it is observed, there will be a decoherence, and it will assume one state. So, the probability of finding with the Schrodinger equation, the probability of finding an electron in a sort of a cloud, which is a probability density, vis-a-vis David Bohm's theory, that if you know the wave function, you can predict the position of the electron. Now, so Everett says that if there are multiple possibilities, an electron assumes one probability state, where do the rest of the probability go? They are existing in multiple universes. So, in one, the typical experiment of an electron going through two slits, if an electron passes through one slit, in multiple, in some other universe, it will be passing through some other slit. So, you have multiple copies of yourself existing somewhere. So, whether it is happening at a microscopic scale or a mesoscopic scale or a microscopic, if it put one theory. So, do you believe in multiple versus theory? We still do not know. In that case, are we living in a dream? Are we in the dreams of somebody else or some other species which has really gone and advanced much more than where we are. In your own life, in every day, you go into your dream state in your sleep, and you are in a different world altogether. Is that real, or is this real? These are the big questions of the most complex topic called consciousness. Is there a consciousness in first place? Are we conscious? Conscious of what? Is consciousness a unitary thing? Is only, or even when I talk about myself, I, is this I a unitary self? With this I will have lot of I's. There will be I which will be working as a husband, I as a student, I as a doctor, I as a driver, I, which I is this? Or this is only one I which has multiple expressions. I may be different with my friends, I may be different with my family, or when I am teaching I behave differently. Which I you are talking about? Is this multiple I's a part of what multiverses, and all our multiverse universe are actually here? If we have a consciousness and that separates us. Now, why I am talking about consciousness, it may sound as a philosophical topic, but that is the real big challenge. And when we will talk towards the end about where does the brain research stand, this is the important question which a lot of people have talked about, because when we look at the, like Francis Crick and Christopher Koch, where they brought out that, okay, talk about consciousness as the neural correlates. In the last 7.5 hours, we are talking about the neural correlates. We are not talking about consciousness. Networks and areas and chemicals, these are the neural correlates. But do they really define consciousness? That is what we have to discover, because that will determine the which way your mind starts thinking. So we know about electrical pattern. We know about the concomitant magnetic field. Is it an electrical pattern or a magnetic field, or is it something else? This is a very interesting article. The reference is given. You just go through it. The power of the brain would not be to generate consciousness ex nihilo, not out of anything else. Because there are a lot of spiritual traditions, Buddhist traditions, which believe that your brain may be brain. This brings into the title of the whole thing what I was been trying to indicate. How does the brain create mind? Or does the brain create mind? Or mind is different? Because if mind is there, consciousness is there. What type of mind you are talking about? Conscious mind, unconscious mind? Buddhists believe there is a consciousness which is all pervading. It is separate from the mind, and it actually alters the brain functioning. So mind is primary, brain is secondary, or they may be existing simultaneously. Neuroscience tends to believe that it is the brain which is creating mind. There is nothing beyond brain. That creates mind, that creates consciousness. The power of the brain would not be to generate consciousness ex nihilo, but only to bind, focus, accumulate, and bring to self-reflection. This self-reflection is very important. So the self, I talked to you about the binding oscillation. What in your brain gives you this sense of unitary self? Because I may have hundreds of parts of me, but when I stand here, I stand as one Dr. Alok Bajpayee. And I don't not only stand, but I represent myself with this unitary self. Not only represent, I feel unitary self in myself. That all the components which go in make me. Now, part of these components are general. I share with animals, I share with all other humans, but there is something unique in me. So, part of me is you, and obviously, as I said, that all your neurons had networks have grown in context and in relationship with the external thing. So, what I say me is not only me, it is you also. Not exactly you, I may not have interacted with you, but other human beings. So, all other human beings have affected the growth of my brain, and that is why it is so difficult to detach myself. Because when I detach from whom? And I detach from what? Because even if I detach and I say, okay, this is finally me, but my me carries lot of other people also. My parents, my religion, my people who have affected, the way my neurons have really formed the network. So, it brings to self reflection the given experience within a coherent situated knowledge. So, you have a knowledge template, experience comes, it is all integrated into that. These functions are in principle accessible to science. They are part of the easy problem, that is the physicality I have been talking about. Experience comes, you already have existing memory bank and the waves are going on, this experience comes, it is compared with previous memory, it is all integrated and given you. But self reflection is something which probably only human beings do, thinking about it. Animals more or less respond in connection with the nature and the nature's stimuli. So, consciousness, I will just compare it. There is a access consciousness and there is a experiential consciousness. Thomson brought it, it is a light. So, what is the access consciousness? This is a sensory reflexive thing, the motor thing. Something comes, you retract, you are aware of it. But what did you feel about this retracting is a experiential consciousness, which is yourself. The soft problem is this, which is more or less we are circuiting through it. That is the whole interface of artificial intelligence and the brain computer interfaces. Hard problem is qualia, what David Chalmers says qualia. Qualia is when we see red color and me and you are seeing red color, are we seeing the same thing? Physically we may be seeing the same thing, but what red means to you is maybe different from what means to me. When we say we are happy, is happiness in your head the same as happiness in my head? There is no way of describing it in words. So, a general term happy, but if you really go into it and see what happy is, then you may really find it a bit difficult. So, the hard problems we have still not cracked, and so what we are moving on in is on the periphery of it, the physicality of it. Neuroscience says it is an emergent property of the brain. We know the theoretical background of brain, although we may not be able to give a one comprehensive theory. We do not have one comprehensive theory of how the brain functions. But even in the tidbits and blocks which we know, we are able to weave something which is called emergent property. Vis-a-vis the belief, especially in the spiritual philosophical domain, that consciousness is primary, it is separate from the emergent property. And that is the debate which Einstein used to have with a lot of people. So, Einstein was one person who always believed in objectivity, coming from the traditional school, although he threw away Newtonian world, but he was still from that world. So, he said even if I and you do not exist, moon will still exist. So, he had a huge debate about this with Tagore. You should read, you can find it on the net, Tagore-Einstein dialogue about observables. So, he said that okay, even, but Tagore said if there is no mind, then there is no moon. And when he said it is not about the mind of only one person, they have a universal mind. Everybody's mind shuts off, whether moon is there or not there does not make a difference. But that was more into the realm of philosophy. So, neural correlates of consciousness vis-a-vis self. Now, is this self primary? Is this consciousness primary? Or it is neural correlates? We know that if there is a brain damage to certain areas, this identity of self goes off, especially in the parietal lobe. On the right parietal, deeper parietal, it formulates yourself. That is the place where all what and where is integrated. So, your sense of self goes off. Or if you get the damage to the cortex, or so what happens to your consciousness? You are not aware of things, you still keep on doing things. Or there is something called reticular activating system, where people get injury and they go into coma. Are you there when you are in coma? There are situations in psychiatry where we know the person is conscious but is not responding. In some catatonic, locked in stupor, which is called locked in syndrome, you do not know whether the person is conscious or not. So, these are the debates, that is what I pointed out in the last week's last lecture, is that in spite of knowing all these things, these are the questions which we still do not have answer. You can take a stance and fight for it and try to prove it, but at the end of it other people can also prove. So, and complicate it further. Multiple universes bring in. If multiple universes are there, multiple possibilities, they say, are we living in a giant brain? If you look into this concept of pilot wave in quantum physics, which Bohm brought in, pilot waves are the baseline waves which are going over and over, in which this quantum probability is right, in the simplest thing. I mean, it is not so simple. And they bring in something called, you must have heard of EPR experiment, Einstein, Podolsky, Rosen, which Wheeler proved on much later, something called quantum entanglement, which Einstein called spooky distance, the spooky action at a distance. Oh, he was not very happy with this unpredictability, and so he said he still believed there has to be a correlation, but you take off two subatomic particle, fiddle with one, there will be a change in the other also, because they are sharing the spin. And Einstein said, how is it possible? Because nothing can travel faster than the speed of light, but this communication between two particles is faster than light. So, one can exist here and one into some other part of the universe, but still both will they are correlated, and they communicate with faster than light. So, if it is possible with some subatomic particles, is it happening that the one brain, so we still do not know the communication of one brain with the other brain. Even with the mirror neuron, we may boil it down in a reductionist approach to facial expression and the light reflecting from one face to another, but there are a lot of phenomena which we do not know. Telepathy we do not know, or sometimes clairvoyance we do not know. Now, we may brush off all this. So, sometimes in our arrogance of our reductionism and under our need and pressure to put everything onto equation and physical theory, we brush off all this, but our brushing off does not make much difference, because of a simple reason, because these things exist. Now, these are aberrations, these are like black swan, what Taleb says, which may bring in new theories, because these may be the points where something new physics may actually emerge. We have to still see. So, this is what, is there a single cyclical mental workspace? Everything is connected. A lot of philosophers and a lot of mystics actually believe that it's all, at the end of it, it's all one. Whether it's God or laws or we don't know, but still one. See, superstring theory, you are talking about understanding space, boson, electrons at the molecular three-dimensional structures, cell organelle, single neurons, network of neurons. So, there is a lot of neuron and technology, electromagnetic forces and intracellular spaces in the brain, which again correspond to spin networks, whole brain as part of nervous system, expression of cosmic consciousness. So, there is a causal time, there is a tense time. Tense time means past tense, present tense. So, time has an arrow, and that is a fact. We are existing, our whole existence is in time and space. Our brain perceives time as passing, past, present, future. Time, if you study, also has an arrow. Something like, so when we study time, we study like this, the cone of light, isn't it? So, light coming, this is present, this is past, this is future. Brain always perceive it. Is it possible that there is no time? And the time is a conditioning which our mind has gone into it. But all our measurements are in time, whether it's EEG or synaptic transmission or whatever. So, we live in time, but whether time is existing all at the same time in a simultaneous operation. So, that brings us to what is conscious if there is a conscious thing. Dr. Freud would have been very happy, because all his life he said this unconscious mind which very repressed things, and he did not know neurobiology at that time. There was not much investigative facilities also, but he had a great leap of thought, and he said that all your conscious mind is a product of your unconscious mind. We are almost talking in Freudian language, and this is a fact. The conscious mind analyzes, thinks, plans, short term memory. Unconscious mind has a long term memory, otherwise emotions, feeling, habit, voluntary creativity, developmental, spiritual connection, intuition. This is a possibility, but it is a huge possibility. If you examine yourself, your own life, you will find this some truth. What you are aware of right now is what you are putting your attention to it, your will to it. But why is that will doing it? The causes may lie in the unconscious mind. Because sometimes you suddenly come up with something and you say, oh, creativity, where does creativity come from? Is it the deeper hidden network operational which are going on in the brain, which every moment are creating in a sort of non-linear chaotic dynamics, new dimension. That dimension, as it crosses the surface, it comes into your awareness, and you suddenly realize that, oh, this is creativity. Where does the sudden emotion come from? You have no plan of getting angry and suddenly get angry. Where is it coming from? You suddenly are doing something and suddenly you remember of your childhood friend. Where is it coming from? So conscious brain has a will, intention, response. But how much of it we really do? If you really monitor your every act in the day, will you be able to really say that, yeah, I did everything with the plan? You have a planning, but what do you really do depends on long term memory, your emotions. We saw emotions, where are they coming from? Emotions. Why has the brain does this? So there is a myth when people say that you are not using your brain. We hardly use 5% of our brain. If we used 100%, what will happen? You are not supposed to use 100% of your brain, because 90% of the operations of the brain are in the realm of subconscious mind, and that is used to run your body and your life and survival. Imagine if everything is under your conscious control and somebody is throwing a stone at you and you think, and by the time you think, you will already be hit. So your brain automatically, it sees the vision, you duck in reflex. If all the data 10 to the power 18 operations which are going on in your head, if all the data which is going in, and see me how much data is going in, eye, hearing, touch, I am feeling cold, the touch of this, my signals which are coming from my feet, my body, everything comes to your conscious mind. I don't think any computer in this world can handle that. The amount of data which flows in every second of your life, forget minutes and hours, no computer can handle it. So you will crash, your brain will shut off, and brain is not there to shut off. That is why smartly what it has done, the things which you do not require to decide, which are basic for your survival, have been kept under wraps, under unconscious mind, which keeps doing. So why do we have to bother that, okay, fine, I have got this, should I keep it in my memory or should I not keep it in my memory? Brain will decide. So large part of the mind is subconscious or unconscious or whatever you want to call it. How does it work? These are the type of, this is just an example. Something comes on the retina here, vision, goes to thalamus, topographic representation, goes to this V1, V2, 3, 4, feature extraction on movement, this, that, goes to this temporal lobe, what and where, and finally is presented to conscious brain. This is a feed forward loop. This is unconscious. By the time it reaches here, you become conscious only when it reaches here. You really don't know how it is getting processed. Unless you really want to become, try thinking it, try closing your eyes and think everything that is going on into your head. Oh man, your mind will get baffled. How electromagnetic thing, photon goes, changes the electron, goes to rods and cones, so many neurons firing, going to lateral geniculate, forming the topographic representation. Your mind will blow off. But once it happens there, then there can be a feedback loop. This, it can be a conscious thing, that you give a signal to, maybe you think about, okay, what am I looking at. So, there is a possible recurrent processing. So, this is the type of stuff which happens, and brain has really evolved this smartly. This is a stimulating the skin, this is a 0 millisecond, this is a realized consciousness. Okay. Now, you cannot realize conscious before, this is 400 millisecond, but the whole thing say 200 to 500 milliseconds. Okay. Now, listen to this. 10 milliseconds, if something comes towards you, if say 2 stimulus are coming within 10 milliseconds to you, you cannot differentiate between the stimulus. So, anything beyond 10 milliseconds, 30 milliseconds, this is a threshold of 30 milliseconds when you start differentiating between the stimuli coming to you. And between 30 milliseconds to 100 milliseconds, reflex action happens. That means, if a lion is coming, there are hardly any chances of lion coming to you. But suppose, go to your childhood fantasy and see if the lion is coming. Within 10 milliseconds, if too much of it comes, you will not be able to make out it's a lion. It's only after 30 milliseconds, you will see that differentiate, your mind will differentiate, okay, this is the features of lion. So, mind does not have to, if it has to ask you in 200 milliseconds whether I should run or not, you are gone. So, what the mind does, immediately it processes the whole thing, and within 100 milliseconds you start running. Once you start running, by that time when 200 milliseconds start, by that time it reaches your conscious brain. So, nothing becomes conscious unless those 200 to 500 milliseconds have passed. That is very interesting now. And you will only see what the unconscious mind has already processed. So, you do not know a lot, maybe what you are seeing, what is the actuality, and what your mind is seeing may be two different things. So, somebody they asked me, is there any reality? The reality is just 500 millisecond frame of reality which is coming to your mind, what the unconscious mind is throwing at you. That is reality, that is if that is conscious. So, all your conscious is 500 milliseconds, and maybe then frame by frame your mind makes a reality and a story or whatever your mind keeps making. Remember about the oscillations? Oscillations also respond. These are awake, resting awake stage alpha, action, mental operations beta. Subconscious mind axis phase, what is this? I told you theta is memory. So, even when you are trying to remember, you actually do not know how you are trying to remember. Theta and delta is of course asleep and all. This is just to the type of stuff. Dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex you have heard from my mouth many times. Supplementary motor area, posterior parietal area. This is the occipital, this is cerebellum, fine tuning. Cerebellum keeps receiving its own firing where it has to fine tune. So, this is a visual input, the information is encoded, transform calculation. We will end at this, and maybe we will carry this forward to the next lecture and begin from this. Thank you.